remember. Somebody will remember. It's not the Forum. It couldn't have been the Forum, but I think that was the second tour. Second or third tour, they came back. I know the third tour they were doing the Forum. But when they came back on the first or second tour, they did 3 sold-out nights at a big, huge place, like an arena. I can't remember where the 78 was, but she took me to see that, and they let her come in because I was like 12 or 13. And she just stood in the back, and I got as close as I could. And it was like, I think it was general admission. I can't remember. Man, it was a long time ago, but I just remember going, you know, that guy's amazing. And we used to listen to him rehearse right down the street here. It was a place called Visions, where one wall was a friggin' mirror. So for sound, it was crap. But for getting your moves and everything down, it was great. So, there you go. So, he told my mom, anytime we play in the LA area, your name is going to be on a list. Or just call up and I'll have some tickets for you. He goes like, how many do you think? She goes, well, just me and my son. He goes, okay, I'll just put Sue. And he wrote, or his now, it was his now wife, or was his last wife, not now wife. The last wife wrote down all the information, and they kept it. And every show they played, I would say, you want me to call? She goes, go ahead. I'd call, and she would have a ticket waiting, +1. And I was always the +1 or the extra guy or whatever. Never my name. Which is cool, because I thought it was so cool. My mom and Eddie just clicked, because they're both Dutch. My mom is half Dutch, and she's like, you know, almost half Cherokee, so there was something going on with the way, like, his mom was, you know, Dutch, and from the Dutch Indies, that island, you know, whatever. So, I don't know, so that's it. I mean, that's, like, the story is, right up to the last show at the Hollywood Bowl, we went, and the Hollywood Bowl show, we actually got to go backstage, and we talked to him for, like, 5 minutes, because it was ridiculous. There was a lot of people. They tried not to let it happen, but it still happened, because Diamond Dave was trying to get everybody back there to get a big party and whatever, and Eddie just wanted to get out of there and go home, and Wolf, same thing. So, and I didn't know that there was this tug of war going on between Wolfie and Dave, and of course, there's always got to be tension in that band. That's what made it great. When Sammy was in there and castrated him, it made him a crappy band, because there was no tension. But later on, like the last couple of songs when they got together and Eddie just couldn't not. He didn't want to do it. And they did this one song that was like going back to the beginning, or back to whatever it is. They're trying to be like old Van Halen, and it's friggin' a great song. It's one of the best, probably the best song Van Hagar did. I didn't listen to any of it. I had one girlfriend buy me one album, Balance, and I had another girlfriend buy me another album, because that first Love song that they put out, must have been 5150. When that came out, she goes, oh, this is our song. I go, it is? Then she bought me a cassette, so I got a cassette floating around somewhere. I don't know if she listens to any of this. I doubt it, but she... That took up some time, so I'm just going to shred my way out right now.